Now, as far as both of you guys, I know we talked a little bit about the Four Horsemen and Dusty and Flair having a little issue. You guys ever go out to the bar with Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen? JJ, I know you have. Kevin, have you partaken in any extracurricular activity with the Nature Boy?
Yeah, and some like the Nature Boy exposed in his book, and I'm still paying for it. So, yeah, I mean, I got to tell you a funny. Yeah, I went out with them, but I got to tell you a funny story. JJ was the consummate rum and coke guy. A lot
Hmm.
of guys drank beer, a lot of guys drank vodka, but JJ's drink was rum and coke.
Oh, Kevin cut out for a second. While we're waiting for Kevin to jump back in, JJ, why don't you give us an awesome Ric Flair drinking story?
Oh my goodness. Uh, it, it was like I can't count the number of times. Rick put
John,
Rolex stock. If I had stock in Rolex, uh, while Ric Flair was on the road, the Rolex stock had to go sky high because of the number of Rolexes that Ric Flair bought. His wife gave him a nice Rolex, and then Rick would go out on the town, and he'd get up in the morning, and I can't count the number of times where uh, I'd get on the elevator, and the girl that Rick had been with the night before gets on the elevator, and she's wearing Rick's Rolex. I said, God, that Rolex looks familiar. I said, that's Rick's. It's engraved. Let me see. Yeah. So what are you doing with this? Oh, I forgot I had it on. I was, so I don't know how many times I saved them and how many times that I was at the right place at the right time that Rick had to go buy another one so he didn't go home without his Rolex and no story about why he didn't have it.
yeah, yeah. But
Now,
I was
Kevin, what was that
saying,
story? Yeah.
okay, I was saying, so JJ had gone to Africa on a safari. So, like all of us, after a show, we used to have to like to throw them down. So I go, do you know Rush Street in Chicago, John?
Heard of it.
It's
Never
right.
been there, though.
It's right off the Great Lake. It's freezing cold. We got a show at the end of December in Chicago. So I don't know how, but JJ got to the bar before me, and I want
There was a place called Snuggeries. I'm sure it's changed hands. God knows how many times, but that was our water hole.
so he's in Snuggeries, and I look
Hmm.
over and I see JJ, and I'm warming up, and I'm watching him, and he ain't drinking. The glass is still 4/5 full, and I know he should have three of them down by now, but I know that's the first one. And he tells me about. He says, "I just don't feel right. My stomach doesn't feel right." And I said to him, "Well, when you're on that safari and you ate out of that cast iron bowl, what kind of parasites do you think were swimming in that bowl that are now swimming in your bowels?" We gotta laugh on that because JJ, he was the leader of the Four Horsemen. Uh, Rick was the entertainment, but JJ was the leader. And I couldn't believe, anything could bring the Four Horsemen down. But that particular night, if you remember, James, we went back to the General's Hotel. Was it the Blackstone?
Oh, the
It was one of
bridge.
the people that owned the Blackhawks, and they
Yep.
owned
The hockey team,
they owned
and the
they
basketball
were
team.
the only and they were the only individual family ever taken to court by the U.S. government for monopoly. Every prize fight, world champion prize fight, from 1935 to Ali's era, was fought in a building they owned. So we used to stay at the
And
hotel.
the son went to prep school with Rick. That was the
Right.
connection.
Yeah. So we used to stay in a suite. So we're all staying there, and we're coming. And that night, Aaron's with us, and Aaron's saying, I got to get home. I got to get back to the hotel early because I'm flying to Hawaii in the morning, and my wife and I and the family going on vacation. This is the funniest thing I ever saw.
She's flying to Vegas, and I'm going to meet her in Vegas, and then we're getting the same flight from there to go to Hawaii.
Yeah. So one drink leads. Oh, I'm going to go. Oh, hey, let's have another one. Double. Blah blah blah. The next thing is, Rick got the limo. We all pile into the limo. We get up to the suite, and everybody has a room. We lay down, and as Iron's head hits the pillow, the phone rings for his wake-up call.
Wake-up call.
Oh, he looks like Gleason in The Honeymooners when he got up. His arms were shooting out. He was slipping. He was full of grease. He didn't have time to a shower. Oh, we our asses off. I mean, the good thing about it is we've been serious about this, but there was a camaraderie on the road there.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.